1. Money can't buy happiness. This is probably one of the dumbest statements that people repeat, and it settles in their subconscious. When you say such phrases, you actually want to undercommunicate the fact that you can amass wealth, but true happiness does not come from there, but from within yourself. It is true that money is not the only reason for your happiness, and in this trap, the vast majority of the population is caught. But only those who consider this. They end up being superior, extras, too big for their boots, thinking that if they have money, it's time to humiliate others. I don't know how to tell you, but since I have money, I've become even more humble with those around me, and I appreciate life with more interest. Do you know what it's like, not to have money? Do you think that being poor will make you happier? The answer is no. I've been like this my whole life. And when you depend on others, you are their servant, they do what they want with you. I can't help but remember how I humbled myself to those close to me, to lend me $50 to get what I needed. Besides this, being poor means that you can't help yourself in any way, nor those close to you. God forbid you get cancer and need expensive surgery. Who helps you in this situation? No one. And that's how you become a beggar to others. What if those close to you face something similar? What are you doing? Do you look at them and wait for them to die? Money gives you access to precious resources and improves the quality of your life and those around you. There is nothing nicer than helping your mother with money when she doesn't have it, or your father with a trip where he always wanted to go. Or even children with a good performance in school. I can't stand people who say money doesn't buy happiness. I quickly realize that they have never been poor. They don't know what real suffering means. If you want to cover some traumas with them, or they give you importance, because otherwise you are zero, then yes, they are toxic. But if you have a proper relationship with them, they are the greatest blessing. Do you want me to tell you concretely what they offered me? No, it's not about happiness, but about something much more, and even greater, namely, personal fulfillment. When I wake up from bed, I know I don't have to pretend to be anyone. I do not have to execute orders from anyone. I do not have activities that I dislike. In short, I am free. Freedom is the biggest bonus of money. You do what you want, when you want, and with whom you want. This is financial freedom. To be able to leave at this moment to the airport, and go to the desired destination. If you don't have this luxury, you are not really free, regardless of your arguments. There are hundreds of days a year, when I feel bad, or even sad, but the feeling of fulfillment is always there. If you talk around me, that money does not bring happiness, I do not want to share anything with you, or even to get to know you better. 2. Rich people are insensitive. True. Most rich people become like shit, but money didn't do that. The money only accentuated what they already were. Money is like a magnifying glass. They're revealing your true character. We all know that person who ran into money, and now treats the rest with superiority, and it seems to have changed completely. You would be inclined to say, how the money changed him. I can't believe it, they took his mind. The truth is, that he was like that before, but not having the fortune, and being a fated person, he didn't really stand out. The money just gave him the opportunity to really be himself. So this was his real face. How is it that most people I follow with millions of euros in their account, are more humble and respectful than ever? How come they pay attention to their inferiors, regardless of the context? Either with the waiters, or with the maid. And you may be wondering, why I give you this example with the waiters. Is simple. How someone treats them, says everything about them. If he is moody, has fusses, or an erratic behavior, and he exercises his imaginary superiority, be sure that he will do the same with you, when the time will come. The fact that you have money, should make you better, not a bastard. I wouldn't have believed this, if I hadn't seen some testimonies. Someone had a former high school classmate, with whom he got along very well, and even in some way he protected him. After high school, their friendship faded, because they had different paths in life. Years have passed since then, and it just happened, that they reconnected by chance, and decided to see each other again. During all this time, his friend had competed in a well-known cooking show, and had been a finalist in one of the seasons. With all the eyes pointed at him, and the attention that he received, he had started to make money, and have other opportunities. But when he saw him again, he was completely changed. He no longer recognized anything of his old friend. He talked about how ruthless he is, with both his enemies and his friends. That was something he couldn't believe. Extremely personal stuff, that left him speechless. In high school he was a soulful and sensible person, and now a Terminator, focused on total annihilation. For a long time, he was shocked at how his friend had become, and could not find any explanation, until he came to this conclusion: he had always been like that. The money had only shed light on this behavior. He decided that he never wanted to see him again. Because a man who gossips about others in front of you, be sure that he will do the same with you, in front of others. And he decided, he didn't want that kind of people around him. Even if it hurt him a lot, because he considered him a friend, he had to take it in the opposite direction. Fate confirmed his beliefs. And in the following months, refusing to see each other again, he started gossiping about him, to people close to him. And those people told him, what he said, hurt him a lot. But he knew somehow, that one day he would become like that. And from that moment, he realized that the rich do not change because of money. Money only discover their true face. 3. You have your whole life at your disposal to get rich. Recently I saw people who doubted that I was preaching excessive work, of 14 to 16 hours a day. They laughed and humiliated me for this aspect, but what they don't know, is that I want to enjoy my wealth, while I'm still young, not when I'm old. It is true that there are times when I work like crazy, but I relax as well. Work hard, play hard. I work this way, because I want to enjoy the fruits of my work now. When I am still young, I want to dress in style, to go on vacation, to drive nice cars, and have fun with my friends, in cool places. Of course I work so hard. When you are at the beginning of the road, you have to struggle until you reach a level of comfort, and then you can relax. Even if I am not at the beginning of my road, and I should not be enslaved by my work, I still am. Why? Because I like what I do. I can't explain this to someone who is isolated in the bubble of their own reality. I like the results so much, that I want to work like crazy. But there is also a ton of satisfaction. Never forget this. If you want to enjoy money, it's nice to do it as soon as possible. The younger the better. You really don't have time to waste. Everyone around you tells you to rest assured that you have time to get rich, but let's be serious, you receive this advice from ordinary people, not from the rich ones. The rich have an emergency mentality. There is no tomorrow, and things must be resolved right now. Wealth is often a long process, that requires years of sacrifice. Sometimes we can even talk about 10 years. So you have no time to waste. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll get where you want to be. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments section below. Make sure to like and subscribe, if you haven't already done so. Until next time, good luck.